What do you do when the woman who spent 6 years accusing you of cheating confesses she's been sleeping with her coworker in your bed while wearing your engagement ring, and then she smiles at you? This guy recorded the entire confession, 23 minutes, and you need to hear what she said. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's story, drop a comment and tell me where you're watching from right now. Are you team loyalty, or have you been through something like this? Let's get into it. So today's story comes straight from Reddit, and you'll see the screenshots and pictures as we go through this. This happened recently in the United States, and honestly, this one hit me hard. This is about a 25-year-old guy, let's call him Jake, who spent 6 years of his life trying to build a family. 6 years! He has a 5-year-old daughter with his ex-girlfriend who's 24, and just when he thought things couldn't get worse, they did. But here's the thing, Jake actually won in the end. He got 50-50 custody of his daughter, which in today's world, especially for fathers, is a huge victory. But the road to get there? Absolutely brutal. Let me ask you something before we continue. Have you ever given someone chance after chance only for them to completely destroy your trust? Drop a comment below because I want to know your stories too. All right, let's rewind to the beginning. Jake and his girlfriend, let's call her Sarah, started dating when they were really young. Just 6 months into their relationship, Sarah got pregnant. Now, Jake comes from a traditional, loving family. He deeply wanted that same experience for his daughter and for himself. So even though they were super young, he committed. He wanted to do the right thing. But here's where it gets complicated. After their daughter was born, they broke up. They spent 2.5 years apart. 2.5 years. Now pause for a second. Do you think getting back together with an ex after having a child together is a good idea or a recipe for disaster? Let me know in the comments. So after those 2.5 years, they decided to give it another shot. They got back together and dated for 3 more years. During that time, Jake even proposed to her. He gave her an engagement ring. He was all in. He wanted to make this family work no matter what. For 3 years, he tried everything. He went to therapy. Yes, you heard that right. Jake was in therapy throughout their entire relationship, working on his anxiety. And here's the crazy part. He was in therapy partly because of her. Sarah constantly accused Jake of things he never did. She would accuse him of staring at other women. She would say he was sexualizing women. She even accused him of cheating on her multiple times. Jake said he felt like he couldn't even look at another woman without her exploding on him. Can you imagine that? Living in constant fear that just glancing in the wrong direction would start a massive fight. So Jake stayed in therapy, trying to work through his anxiety, trying to be the best partner he could be. He was doing everything to make her happy and keep their family together. But wait till you hear what happened next. Jake said there were 3 major moments, 3 mental strikes, as he called them, that led him to finally end the relationship. But it was the 3rd one that absolutely broke him. Let me set the scene for you. They were out one night with friends in their town. Just a normal night out, right? Jake, Sarah, and their friend group, including Jake's best friend. Now remember, this is the same woman who accused Jake of even looking at other women, the same woman who made him feel guilty for existing near the opposite gender. So what does Sarah do? She starts putting her hands all over Jake's best friend, literally, physically, right in front of him. Jake said he was standing just 1 foot away. 1 foot! He's watching in silence as his fiancée, the mother of his child, is flirting, touching, and being all over his best friend. And it doesn't stop there. She was also flirting with another girl in their friend group. Let me ask you this. What would you do if you saw your partner doing this right in front of you? Would you cause a scene? Would you walk away? Or would you stand there in shock like Jake did? Comment below. Jake said it was sickening. The woman who spent years accusing him of cheating and staring at women was now completely disregarding his presence, touching other people, flirting openly, and showing 0 respect for him. The hypocrisy was absolutely disgusting. The next day, Jake told Sarah how he felt, and she knew she messed up. She knew it. But here's the thing. Jake gave it time. He didn't just react emotionally. He took about a week to process what happened. He really thought about it. And after that week, he knew. He knew it was over. She had no respect for him. She showed zero awareness of her own hypocrisy. How can you accuse someone of something for years and then turn around and do exactly that or worse right in front of them? So Jake told her, "We're done." Now what happens next is where things get really messy. After Jake told Sarah the relationship was over, he spent over a month trying to figure out how they would separate. They were living together in an apartment with their 5-year-old daughter. Breaking up is already hard, but when you have a child involved, it's a completely different level of complicated. And Sarah, she avoided everything. Jake said the last thing she avoided at all costs was talking to their daughter together about the separation. Looking back, Jake realizes she must have known that once they told their daughter, it would truly be over. There would be no going back. During this time, Sarah kept saying things like, "I didn't agree to talk to her until XYZ happens." But she would also say, "I know we need to talk to her." She was playing games, delaying, avoiding. She even said she would move out and stay with a friend. Guess what? She never did. The whole time, Sarah was begging Jake to change his mind. She told him she loved him. She said separating wasn't right. She was trying everything to manipulate him into staying. But Jake held firm. He knew this relationship was toxic. Here's my question for you. Do you think Jake should have given her another chance at this point? Let me know what you think. So one weekend, Jake took their daughter to his brother's wedding. Sarah didn't go with them. It was just Jake and his daughter having a good time with family. The day Jake came back from that wedding, everything changed. Suddenly, Sarah completely flipped the script. Now it was Jake who needed to leave. It was Jake who destroyed their family. Jake was the one who mistreated her. Jake wasn't thinking about their child. Can you believe that? The audacity! Jake immediately started looking for a new apartment. He began avoiding Sarah in their shared space as much as possible while he searched for a new place. A week goes by, and Sarah starts questioning Jake about everything involving their daughter. He mentioned taking their daughter to a fall festival, a completely normal, innocent activity, and Sarah exploded. Who is she going to be around while you're out? Like he was some kind of danger to his own child. Then, one day, Jake was watching a football game. Their daughter was repeatedly asking her mom to play with her, but Sarah was ignoring her. Instead, Sarah turned to Jake and said, "You need to spend more time with our daughter." The irony, right? She's ignoring their daughter while criticizing Jake for watching a game. Jake ignored her comment, and that's when Sarah completely lost it. She started insulting Jake in front of their daughter, right there in the living room. Their 5-year-old daughter is watching her mom verbally attack her dad. Jake had had enough. And yes, he admits he regrets this decision, but in that moment, he told their daughter the truth. "Mommy and I still love you just the same, but we will be living in different houses." He couldn't stand hearing his ex insult him in front of their daughter over and over again. That night, their daughter spent the night at her grandmother's house, and that's when Sarah delivered what Jake calls her D-Day speech. Wait till you hear what happened next. This is where everything explodes. Before we continue, if you're finding this story as shocking as I am, please hit that like button and subscribe. Trust me, you'll want to be here for stories like this. So that night, after their daughter was at Grandma's house, Sarah decided it was time to tell Jake the truth, the real truth. Jake said he has a 23-minute recording of what she told him. 23 minutes! He sat on their bed, the same bed they shared, not knowing what was about to hit him. And then Sarah started talking. She told him about a coworker she said she loves. Then she dropped the bomb. She had been sleeping with this other man, and she didn't even know how many times they did it. Where did they do it? On Jake's bed, in Jake's apartment. But wait, it gets worse. She was wearing Jake's engagement ring while she was with this other man. The ring that symbolized their commitment, their family, their future. She wore it while betraying him. Oh, and the guy used Jake's towel afterward. Jake, probably in complete shock and trying to process, jokingly asked, "Did he use my toothbrush too?" Sarah laughed and said, "No, but he should have." Let that sink in for a moment. I need to know from you right now, how would you react if someone told you this? Would you cry? Would you scream? Would you just walk out? Comment below because I genuinely can't imagine the strength it took for Jake to stay calm. Jake asked her why. How could this happen? When did it start? The only time he yelled during this entire conversation was when she told him about wearing the engagement ring. And honestly, who could blame him? Sarah just stood there in the doorway with, and this is what Jake said, a smug look on her face. Smug, like she was proud of what she'd done. Then she admitted it had been going on for a year, an entire year. Jake's mind started racing. He began putting together all the red flags he'd ignored. All the times things didn't add up, all the moments where he gave her the benefit of the doubt. He said her biggest traits were claiming she's never disrespectful, saying she hates cheaters, gaslighting him, projecting her own guilt onto him, and lying straight to his face. Now, if you think that's bad, Sarah wasn't done yet. She had more to say, and honestly, this part made me so angry. Sarah told Jake that the reason she never introduced him to her friends was because she was ashamed of him. Ashamed. She said her friends supported her affair. They knew about it, and they thought she was better off with the coworker than with Jake. She told him that if she could do it all over again, she would cheat on him again. She had zero regrets. Then she said something that a lot of cheaters say. Men cheat for lust, but women cheat because there's something lacking in the relationship. Basically, she was blaming Jake for her cheating. Classic manipulation. She also said she fell in love with this coworker and that he gave her the understanding that Jake never could. Now, Jake said this, and I believe him. He doesn't think Sarah will ever meet someone as forgiving and understanding as he was, because despite everything, Jake tried. He went to therapy, he worked on himself, he stayed committed to their family. And the funniest, or maybe the most delusional part, Sarah said she would never cheat again, and that this was the only time she ever cheated on him. Jake didn't even ask her that. She just volunteered that information, which makes you wonder, was she lying about that too? What do you think? Do you believe this was the only time, or do you think there's more Jake doesn't know about? Let me know in the comments. It's been almost 3 months since that horrible night. Jake said things are now very black and white for him. Sarah is disgusting to him. He doesn't even look at her during custody exchanges. He only communicates through text when absolutely necessary. And honestly, good for him. That's the level of boundary setting he needs. He got 50-50 custody of his daughter, which is incredible. In family court, especially in the United States, fathers don't always get equal custody, so the fact that the court ruled 50-50 shows that Jake was able to prove he's a good, capable father. Jake said his family is amazing, loving, and supportive. His daughter has one stable parent with a good head on their shoulders, and that's him. But here's where Jake is really struggling. Jake said his biggest struggle now is his motivation when he doesn't have his daughter with him. For 3 years, he took care of both Sarah and their daughter. He was the provider, the caretaker, the one holding everything together. So now, when his daughter is with her mom, Jake finds himself just existing. He said he struggles with doom scrolling, endlessly scrolling through social media looking for that quick hit of dopamine. He's avoiding the real work of healing. Jake knows what he's avoiding. He's carrying a lot of anger. He's isolated in Sarah's hometown, which means he's surrounded by memories and probably people who knew about the affair. And the voice in his head keeps telling him he's too weak. Too weak to work out, too weak to keep going, too weak to be productive. He said it exhausts him mentally the further he tries to push himself. He feels weak. His spirit is crushed. He said it feels like his soul left his body the moment he sat on that bed listening to Sarah detail all the lies and betrayal. Can we talk about this for a second? This is real. This is what betrayal does to people. It doesn't just hurt emotionally, it drains you physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you've been through something similar, please share your experience in the comments. Let's support each other. Despite everything, Jake believes in the upside. He knows he's still young, only 25. He knows there's more in store for him, but he also knows he has to get through this incredibly tough period first. He said he exhausted the "I'm thankful for this opportunity to grow" mindset pretty early. He's struggling to lean into spiritual healing and growth. Right now, he's just surviving. There are little wins here and there, but it's a daily battle. And that brings us to Jake's question, the reason he shared his story on Reddit in the first place. He asked, what was the moment things really started turning upward positively and for good? What was it that set your trajectory back on the path of peace? He just wants to feel happy again. And honestly, I think a lot of us can relate to that. So here's where I need your help. Jake is at a crossroads. He's trying to rebuild his life. He's trying to be the best dad he can be for his daughter. He's trying to move forward, but the pain is still very real. Here's what I want to know from you. What advice would you give Jake right now? What should his next steps be? Do you think he should stay in Sarah's hometown, or should he move closer to his own family for support? How do you deal with the anger and pain after betrayal? What worked for you? And here's the big one. Do you think Sarah will ever truly understand what she did to Jake and their family? Or is she too far gone? Drop your answers in the comments below. Let's turn this comment section into a support group for Jake and anyone else going through something similar. If you've been betrayed, if you've been lied to, if you've had to rebuild your life from scratch, share your story. You never know who needs to hear it. Here's what I'll say. Jake did the right thing. He set boundaries, he fought for his daughter, he's working on himself, even when it's hard. Sarah, she destroyed a family because of her own selfishness. And one day, she's gonna have to explain to her daughter why mommy and daddy aren't together. And when that little girl is old enough to understand what really happened, that's gonna be a very hard conversation. But Jake, he'll be okay. It's gonna take time, it's gonna hurt, but he's gonna come out of this stronger, wiser, and ready to find someone who actually deserves him. To everyone watching, if you're going through something similar, please know you're not alone. Healing isn't linear. Some days will be better than others, but you will get through this. Before you go, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. And seriously, comment below. Let's talk about this. Let's help each other. Let's make this a conversation. Where are you watching from? What's your take on this story? I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, everyone.